We are here in the Saddle Rock Sports Network booth. We're joining the Round Robin Showmanship Contest live. It is a lot of fun. We have each of these showmen working their own species plus every other market species. We have market goats, dairy goat, swine, cattle, horse, market sheep, and I believe dairy cattle as well. So 6, possibly 7 different rotation stations. We apologize for not being here for the first 2 rounds of competition. We still got 4 rounds of competition to go. It's been a lot of fun. Got a full crew here this morning. You see our market goat showman happening right there to the left. Let's take a look at our dairy showman over there. Answering our question from earlier, we do have a dairy cattle showmanship happening across the street as well. There's a couple of our swine showmen, Jolie Ward and Lexi Winford, in the swine pen now.
That's lame.
So as Brody said, that's lame on air. What was lame, folks, is there was one button here in the booth that I didn't press at the beginning of the show. We thought we were live streaming, but we actually weren't, so we missed the first 2 rounds of the competition. That's all right. Hey, mistakes happen. We're going to pick up where we're left off and keep on keeping on. So the round robin competition today, for those of you that are watching, each species, if they had entrance in the showmanship competition, there's 1 per age division of showmen. So senior, which is basically high school, intermediate, which is junior high level or ages, and junior, which is kind of the upper elementary, the earlier years of 4-H. Each of those age group winners gets to compete here today. They will be judged on their showmanship skills, on knowledge of the animals, by each respective judge, and then they will tally all of the scores, and the high score winner earns the right to compete at the state fair in what they call the Master Showman Competition. It's really a neat opportunity for these young showmen to compete against other exhibitors across the state of Colorado in showmanship. So they'll get probably a little cash prize here today, and a little banner and ribbon, probably a belt buckle for their achievement, and then also get the right to try something different and compete at the next level. There's Lexi Winford and Jolie Ward again. Let's head across the way. One of our competitors, I believe, that is Skylar Winter, showing a horse across the street. And here's Kira Larson showing that market goat. We appreciate all of these volunteer judges coming in today, scoring these young showmen. Not only our judges, but our in-ring help keeping all of our livestock placed and where we need to be. As this contest continues, it's always interesting to see how the pigs do as the day goes on. This contest usually lasts about an hour as we rotate. Oh, we got a little bit of rodeo in the sheep showing area. And sheep showmanship is always interesting in that you don't use a halter for sheep. Oh, and we got him caught. That's going to make the highlight reel. Let's head back across the street here to cattle showman. Looks like we got Liam Farindelli working that bucket calf. I believe that's Caden Salapitch with that market steer ahead. And Emma Amato with that market heifer, I believe that was shown by Caleb Sumter. All right, looks like we are done with this particular round of showmanship. Let's hear from one of our sponsors, Born Pretty Jewelry.
Born Pretty Jewelry Company is owned and operated by J.C. Sumter. J.C. established Born Pretty in 2021 and began selling handcrafted Native American-made jewelry, mostly turquoise and sterling silver, through her online store. Since then, Born Pretty jewelry pieces have made their way to 35 states. J.C. sources all of her jewelry from reservations in New Mexico and Arizona and guarantees authenticity. Contact Born Pretty Jewelry or shop online at bornprettyjewelry.shop to find your next authentic piece.
Big thanks to J.C. Sumter and Born Pretty Jewelry, one of our new sponsors. She stepped up and has sponsored these broadcasts of the Los Animas County Fair. So if you're looking for a beautiful piece of unique Native American jewelry, you can find her. You saw her website right there, bornprettyjewelry.shop. You can also just search for her on Facebook and Instagram. Beautiful pieces, easy to order, and you're also supporting. She sources all of her work direct from reservations in New Mexico and Arizona. So check them out, bornprettyjewelry.shop. Let's hear from one more of our sponsors. How about Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions?
You become part of the family. Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions is a design, build, and install company for synthetic turf fields serving Colorado, New Mexico, Utah, and Wyoming. We are the only owner-operated turf build and install company in Colorado, and we are a one-stop shop that does it all in-house, which means the people that are building your field care about quality and will make sure that it is done right. Choose Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions and join our family.
All right, we got the next round of competitors coming to their respective spots. Looks like here in the Swine Arena, we've got Hope Vernier, Addison Terry, and young man, exhibitor number 15. Tate, do we know who that young man is? Do you know who he is? All right, he's our mystery competitor today. We don't have an exhibitor list. That's fine. Let's head back to our main arena camera over here. Let's see. We got Caleb Sumter and Colin Doherty, who respectively won their beef showmanship competitions, showing market goats. Those animals a little smaller than what they're used to typically showing. We have a few sheep showmen in the area getting ready. It looks like we have our folks coming from across the street. Let's head across the street with our broadcast. Looks like we've got a dairy showman. Looks to be Lexi Winford showing Kira Larson's dairy cow. All the transitions getting made. No one officially here showing yet. They allow each group to get in position, get ready to start showing. Kind of lets the exhibitors relax a little bit. Lets the animals relax a little bit as well. Skylar Winter and that bucket calf across the street. It's always fun to see some of these younger competitors showing an animal that they've never had to work with before. Skylar doing a great job over there. Now here back in the main area, we have the official start to show camera going on. There's our market goat competitors. We'll try to get through the fence and see. We'll see if we can see any of our market sheep showmen, but there's a bunch of obstructions in the way. You can see, I believe we have Holly Ward and Reagan Mosman over there, as well as another mystery showman hiding behind the curtain.
I think that's Braxton DeVolin.
Braxton DeVolin over there. Okay.
It is kind of hard to see.
Across the way, we've got a horse showman working over there. Let's head to here in the pig barn. We got we had a great view of somebody's boot there. You know, there's a lot of important parts of showmanship. We want to actually focus in on the showman, not just the pigs or the boots. There's Hope Vernier, won the Market Goat Showmanship competition. Addison Terry. Let's head back across the street and see what we got going on, and a little more horse showmanship at a distance. There's Colin Doherty and Caleb Sumter working those market goats. I know those young men have never showed goats before in their life, so except maybe here in a showmanship competition. Used to working with something that weighs about 1,100 or 1,200 pounds, and now they're working with a 95-pound goat. Brody, that's got to be a tad bit of an adjustment.
Yeah, about 10 times the size, or 10 times less large than you're used to working with has got to be an adjustment. But I think goats you can probably manhandle a little bit easier than you can cows.
We got us a fight going on here in the pig ring. All right. Kind of like people watching NASCAR for the wrecks. You turn into pig showmanship for a good boar fight. What do you say, Tate? I'm getting a nod from Tate Baker. Folks, we got a pretty full crew here in the Saddle Rock Sports booth. Tate Baker is our producer. He's switching between camera angles here in the main ring. Will Doherty, he's our pig ring cameraman. Brody Doherty's my color commentary man on the in-ring camera work. Across the street we have Brock Doherty. Yep, I employ my kids. and a lot of different folks. Folks, over the course of the year, we actually employed about 15 different student broadcasters from Branson, Kim, and Honey. It's a neat thing to be involved in. And it looks like this round of showing is complete. So let's hear from another one of our sponsors. How about LARCC Trucking?
If you have something to haul. A family-owned trucking business since 2021, LARCC is named after the owner's children, their motivation to create a successful future. LARCC is ready to help you haul your hay, cattle, gravel, or equipment anywhere in southwestern United States. LARCC also buys and sells hay. Give them a call today at 970-274-0826 and get ready to haul.
We're still rotating, folks, so we're going to hear from another one of our sponsors, Woody's Furniture.
Woody's Furniture invites you to stop by one of their 2 convenient locations to browse their fine selection of beautiful furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more for your home. Visit their original store in downtown Raton or their new store in Trinidad on Freedom Road, right next to Big R, for a personal and professional furniture shopping experience. Woody's Furniture proudly supports the student athletes and student broadcasters of this tournament.
Big thanks to Woody's Furniture and LARCC Trucking. Ladies and gents, they are both network-level sponsors. Stepped up and sponsored every single one of our broadcasts this past broadcast year. It was a 23-24 school year. We did over 300 games between junior high and high school sports. We did the Trinidad State College basketball tournament. We also did a bunch of district basketball. Here we go. We're into the next round. There's Holly Ward and Reagan Mosman in the Market Goat area. We've got Kira Larson now showing a Market Pig.
Now, I believe Holly and Riggin are both here for their performance in the horse competition, as they won horse showmanship. I could be mistaken.
No, I believe you're correct. I believe you're correct. We got to do also something really neat here in Saddle Rock Sports this last June. We traveled to Dodge City, Kansas, and broadcast the first ever Kansas versus Colorado 6-man all-state football game. 51 players from across 2 states, 4 days of broadcast, 3 days of practice, 1 day of 2 football games. Kansas North versus Colorado North and Kansas South versus Colorado South. We took myself plus 5 student broadcasters, Brock Brunelli, and 4, he was our announcer for the game, plus an additional 4 video crew members, Tate Baker and Will Doherty being part of that crew. It was a lot of fun. So the Saddle Rock Sports Network always growing, always doing something new, and we couldn't do it without the help of our sponsors. So our 3 network sponsors today, LARCC Trucking, Woody's Furniture, and Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions, helping be our financial anchor. Looks like we also have a dairy goat showman this time around. Colton Larson showing that dairy goat. Colton and his sister Kira have dairy cattle. Both had very nice looking dairy cows in the show yesterday. Kira showing a dairy cow across the street. Or she showed her dairy cow earlier. Let's go and let's see who's putting in the work today. Looks like we got maybe Hope Vernier showing that horse. Here's Kira Larson working that market hog. And they've decided to take one market hog out of the ring, showmanship ring. He's getting a little aggressive with one of the other hogs in here, so just a little too much drama. And I think with the groups we have, they've decided it's just a smart-wise thing, and numbers-wise, they didn't need that many. Let's head across the street to our cattle showman. Looks to be Lexi Winford over there. And Jolie Ward showing a couple of steers.
Yes, sir. Back over here at the Market Goats, we had a little bit of a halter malfunction as the halter came off of Regan Mosman's goat. But looks like we're getting that's all fixed at the moment. And one goat trying to eat the other's halter.
Hey, it's always snack time. Yeah. It's always snack time.
A little leathery snack.
Across the street, we have a horse showman getting the job done. Kind of hard to tell exactly who that is, but I'm sure if you're one of her family members, you know who it is. Here, it's a little mystery to us in the ring. And there again, Colton Larson hanging out with the judge, Brandy Jackson. Looks like we're done with this round of showing. Let's take a minute and hear from High Desert Hunting.
The High Desert Hunting Company is based outside of beautiful Aguilar, Colorado, at the foot of the Spanish Peaks. Their specialty is one-on-one guided hunting adventures targeting your once-in-a-lifetime trophy animal. Originally known as Zelly's Hunting Club when it was founded in the 1930s, the modern-day High Desert Hunting Company also specializes in leasing and managing high-quality private ranches for big game trophy hunts, bringing in clients from all over the world and bringing money into Los Animas County. Give them a call today.
Did Holly and Riggin show a pig yet?
No.
You get a little behind baseball here as we're talking about our future rotations. I think we have 2 more rounds to go, trying to just see who is showing what animals and what's still going on. Let's hear from another one of our sponsors. We mentioned Judge Brandy Jackson. Let's kind of spin right over there. She's helping out with
already over there.
Dairy camera. I'm sorry, with the dairy goat judging. She's also the owner-operator of Pawsitive K9 Solutions.
From puppies to the pros and everyone in between, Pawsitive K9 Solutions serves the southeastern corner of Colorado. We offer group classes, individual private lessons, as well as boarding and training. Everyone wants a well-behaved family dog. Let us help you learn to speak dog. We want all humans and dogs to have a good time while learning together. Contact us to get started on your dog training journey today.
Huge thanks to Brandy Jackson and Pawsitive K9 Solutions. One new thing they've told me we need to let everybody know is, in addition to the dog training and sheltering services that they offer, they are branching out and offering virtual dog training sessions. So if you can't make it to their home office in Swink, Colorado, you can head over, and you have access to a computer or a phone, which pretty much all of us do now. You can sign up for a virtual training session and get some of that needed behavioral instruction for pup and for pup owner. It's a complete fur family solution. All right, looks like we have started the judging now here in the pig pen. I think we're going to kind of rotate in and out now that there's only 2 hogs yet, but 3 competitors in a couple classes. Let's take a look here at our market, at our dairy goat. Looks like we got Braxton DeVolin showing that dairy goat right here. Braxton setting up that goat. Now, it's interesting. I know in the cattle showmanship range, market cattle, you set them up with the stick. Dairy cattle, you do not. I wonder if it's the same with dairy goats. I wouldn't know. Let's head back over to the pig pen. There's Caleb Sumter and Colin Doherty currently working in the pig pen. Caleb Sumter had a pretty good day in the ring yesterday. His final year 4-H, graduate of Des Moines High School this year. He'll be headed to Butler Community College. And the next round is underway. Here's Emma Amato and Caden Salapich showing a couple of market goats.
Caden's goat looking a little rowdy. It's been a long morning, and that goat's had to walk the same circle 5 times before.
Yeah, these goats, these animals are saying, hey, this is 6 times longer than what we normally have to do, and who are all these strange yahoos leading us around the ring? So, oh, there we go. A little bit of rodeo. Caden doing a great job there, keeping that goat under wraps and in control. All right, let's head across the street. Looks like we got a couple of beef showmen getting the job done. Whoop, now we're over to horses. Kira Larson there in the horse showmanship area. Here's Braxton DeVolin again, getting some instruction from Brandy Jackson. Colton Larson there working that pig. Let's head back across the street to our cattle showman. Looks to be Hope Vernier and Addison Terry. And our mystery young man. And again, we apologize, folks. We don't have a competitor list for this particular show. They're all doing pretty well. Let's take a look back at our market goat showman. There's Emma Amato and Caden Salapich. Caitlin Lowe is our market goat judge for the day. Again, we appreciate all these judges volunteering their time in this round robin showmanship contest. Caitlin Lowe, longtime Los Animas County native. Her and her husband Colin come into town and do the livestock photography. And they've been doing that, gosh, for the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years.
Yes, sir, and they do a fantastic job.
Yes. Let's head back across the street and let's watch a couple of cattle showmen go to work. All right, folks, looks like this round of showmanship competition is done. Let's take a minute here from CynMar Land and Lawn Care.
Professional solutions for residential, commercial, industrial, governmental, and agricultural companies located in Colorado and Kansas. We provide top-notch services at affordable prices. You'll get skilled, trained technicians, not kids' day laborers or unskilled spare-timers. We also offer total weed control for alleys, driveways, fence lines, and more, plus noxious weed control. Give us a call today at 719-680-2651 or visit CynMarLandCare.com.
Folks, we're just talking about what we got coming up. We got the market sale tonight. 6 o'clock is when it begins. If you'd like to come and support the exhibitors and their Fair Day Market projects, you can come in and buy one outright. That's always appreciated. If you would like to be part of a buyer's group, maybe buying a whole animal is not quite what you want to do or a little bit outside of your budget for this year, you can still contribute to a buyer's group and help these young exhibitors out financially and group purchase an animal. It's a really neat thing. We are going to be broadcasting the market sale here on the Saddle Rock Sports Network tonight. It starts at 6 o'clock. Now, you will not be able to bid online, like putting in a YouTube comment or texting someone. You do need to get in touch with the fair ahead of time to be part of a buyer's group. That's how you can kind of do that remotely. Or you can come in person to the sale, get registered as a buyer so you can bid on an animal and help these kids out. Now, it's a really, really fun time. We really appreciate everyone that's able to be a part of that. Let's take a minute, folks. Couple other sponsors I do want to mention. We have a little 1 or 2 more rotations here in the contest. One of our new sponsors for this county fair, Trinidad Greenhouse and Floral, a wide arrangement and selection of floral arrangements, live plants for your garden, for your house. Add some color, add some beauty to your spring and summertime. Visit Trinidad Greenhouses. Looks like we have started the next round of competition. There's Liam Farindelli. Hit the dairy goat, doing a good job with that little animal. Here in the pig pen, we've got Holly Ward and Regan Mosman starting to show. Looks like that poor pig that Holly's working with is done for the morning. It's just relaxing there in the corner. There he is. You can see him on screen now. Superintendent Fair Board member Steve Larson and Colin Lowe, our photographer, trying to get that hog up and moving for Holly. There they go. What a group of guys.
Well, I believe Colin Lowe's volunteered to be our swine judge today.
Oh, he's also our swine judge. All righty. There, Holly and Reagan working those tired hogs. Speaking of tired, Brody Doherty, we appreciate you taking in some coffee and joining us today. Brody's also been the night watchman, kind of making sure that all the animals stay where they do throughout the course of the evening here at the county fair. So
That's true, and it's been a fun job. I unfortunately wasn't able to get any coffee this morning, so I may be dragging a little bit, but my job is mostly just waking up in the middle of the night, making sure nothing's out. But, of course, no animals are ever out when I check them. That's just kind of the nature of the business. But, yes, only minor sleep deprivation, and we're still mostly functioning. So
Fantastic. Well, there was something we both got to take advantage of. They had a complimentary pancake breakfast this morning.
That's right. It's always very fun. I believe this is our last rotation of this round robin competition. The winners will be announced tonight at the sale, so we'll have that broadcast for you whenever we have the scores tallied, and that'll come to you tonight.
There we go across the street. Kira Larson showing that market beef. One more horse showman over there. It looks to be, by the looks of it, Caleb Sumter. Oh, and there's the dirt. Our cameraman over there, Brock Doherty, transitioning from one area to the next. Bringing it back here, Liam Farindelli and Dairy Goat judge for the day, Brandy Jackson, helping us out. Let's go back over to the horse arena. Caleb taking that horse for a little jog.
You know, I'm curious how much these folks are able, or these round robin competitors are able to practice with these other animals. Just because I know I've seen some folks working on, like I saw Holly working with some pigs yesterday, but I wonder if if Caleb Sumter was able to work with horses before this afternoon, or kind of what the practice for that looks like.
Yeah, I having participated in one early on, back in my day, probably 1993 or 1994, I won the beef showmanship. And yes, you did make an effort to go around to the other animals you weren't familiar with and learn what you had to do, so you didn't go in completely blind.
There you go. I bet horses. Did you have horses as part of your showmanship?
Yes, it was back then. It was horses, sheep, swine. I think we had goats, and of course the cattle. Didn't have any dairy cattle my particular year. But then again, that was way back in the day. We barely had electricity back then, Brody.
Oh yeah, sure. You had to start walking your animals a week before the fair, so you could walk them all the way from your house to the fairgrounds.
From the ranch into town.
Yes, sir. If you were lucky, you had a neighbor with a covered wagon that would bring them out.
If you were lucky. Well, I see that we are getting very close to the conclusion of our contest. Looks like we are sending the pigs back home.
I think we've got all of our competitors back to where they started. Our goat people are back with their goats.
Fantastic. I want to take just a minute here as we wrap things up to thank one more of our sponsor, our final sponsor for this time, Representative Ty Winter. Ty Winter, he's a Los Animas County resident. He was helping out here at the fair as the PA announcer during the swine and rabbit and poultry show yesterday. He is our District 47 representative, Colorado House District. He's a fighter for 47. Appreciate his service to these communities, and we appreciate his campaign for being one of our broadcast sponsors. Thank you, Ty Winter, for your sponsorship and your service to our communities. All right, I think that's pretty much going to wrap up our coverage of this round robin competition. We hope you all enjoyed the action here. We appreciate each and every one of you viewing
at home. We appreciate all of our broadcast sponsors and the very sponsors that make the Los Animas County Fair possible. Thank you to all the exhibitors. Did a great job today. Again, as Brody mentioned, the winners of the contest will be announced later on this evening at the market sale. We will have that announcement for you live on the Saddle Rock Sports Network. On behalf of Brody, Doherty, Tate Baker, Will, and Brock Doherty, my name is Brad on the Saddle Rock Sports Network, and we will see